to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owls offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Catch in the middle. It's Schwartz. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Mack. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in, it's Schwartz. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Direct snap. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, saying go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open.
There he goes. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. The Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Hooks. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Mack. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arizona's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys on the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Looking for a man. It's Mack. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man on the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Give to the back. Shakes off the defender. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Right back to the well. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Under fire. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Makes the grab.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wagner. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Martin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Mack. Showing off the arm. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap.
Got enough space. And And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 4 over Syracuse. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Fox. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's hooked. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Schwartz. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets away from one, finds room. Turns it on down the left side. The 20, the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The play action fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit up.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest.
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but his speed, he was gone.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Gets it out fast. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They just keep firing, trying to set up the screen. At the 45 on its way. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to fire. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Unloads quickly, and they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Mack. Grab near the marker, it's Hooks. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter, big lead, he's still taking shots.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
This time it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Breaks into the open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Fighting off the defender. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Grab near the marker. It's Laporta. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Caught near the sticks. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Rice. And the pummeling has started. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 14 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Looking downfield, it's Fox. Quick strike complete. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Rice Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, it looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.